Welcome, everyone, to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel, here for my Week 15 NFL picks and predictions, straight up and against the spread. I had a pretty solid week for my straight picks and against the spread. Now, that's a couple weeks where I told you guys I was going to get hot, and I'm feeling it right now. Let's waste no time and get into the Week 15 games. Started off with Thursday Night Football. By the time you guys are watching this game probably has already concluded. But it is the Los Angeles Rams taking on the 49ers. Listen, the Rams are looking good. I mean, what a win against the Buffalo Bills. I did not see that coming at all. But, man, they did their thing, and I'm not even going to lie. I kind of feel like the Rams can kind of get the 49ers here. Now, I get the talk out there. The 49ers have absolutely killed the Rams as of late. They cannot seem to give it over the hump. But I think this is the time that the Los Angeles Rams do it. So I'm going to take the Rams here straight up, and I'm going to take the Rams plus the 2.5. I just feel like this time McVay's got it. Next game, the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are coming off a win against the New York Giants. I mean, pretty easy win. You're going against a Commanders team. They're on the road. Commanders are favored by 7.5 points. I'm going to lay the 7.5, and I'm also going to take the Washington Commanders. I think they do enough to get it done. And I don't like what I saw from the Saints. I mean, barely beating the New York Giants, 14-11. I mean, the game was disastrous. So I'm not going to take the Saints in this spot. Absolutely not. Next game, what do we have here? We got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Bengals are favored by 4.5 points, barely beating the Dallas Cowboys. I thought they were going to lose the game. I can't make sense of the Bengals. I truly don't get it. I mean, such a high-powered offense with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and everything like that, but they just seem to struggle. They get in their own way sometimes. Now, you're going against the Titans team who is absolutely terrible. I mean, them losing to Jacksonville, I thought Jacksonville was bad, but, man, Tennessee is right up there. That whole, Jacksonville and Tennessee in that division is tough, man. What an ugly football game. I'm not going to back the Tennessee Titans, even though they're at home. I'm going to take the Bengals in this spot, and I'm also going to lay the 4.5 comfortably. The Titans freaking suck. Give me the Bengals on that one. Next, you got my boys, the Dolphins, taking on the Houston Texans. Houston is the favorite here. All right, minus 2.5 point spread. They are the favorite. They're taking on the Dolphins here. My team, this is a tough one, man, because I think the Dolphins have been playing really good, and I don't want to be a complete homer here. I have to call it honestly. I think the Texans are going to beat my boys. So I'm going to take the Texans. I think they beat us by 3. So that means I'm going to lay the 2.5 as well. Next game, you got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns. Listen, the Chiefs just keep freaking winning these games. It's like they get lucky all the time. I mean, things just happen to break all the time. But honestly, you got to give shout out to a team that's able to win in all these different type of ways the way the Chiefs are. They're battle tested. They know what it takes. They've won the big prize before, back-to-back seasons. They understand that they're never too high. They're never too low. I got to give credit to that, man. It's not always going to be pretty, but sometimes when you win this way, it's a little bit more impressive, man. So shout out to the Chiefs. They're minus 4.5 points here. The favorite on the road against the Cleveland Browns, who just look terrible. Like, even though Jameis has been putting up crazy stats and Jerry Jeudy, but listen, give me the Chiefs here and give me the Chiefs minus the 4.5 as well. Next, you got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Panthers at home. And ladies and gentlemen, the Carolina Panthers are favorite in this game. 2.5. Are you serious? Wow. Things are changing in Carolina. Shout out to Bryce Young, man. Damn, I like to see that. I never thought I would see this in a couple of years, man. Damn, the Panthers are favored at home against the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, should I do it? I want to, but I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys, man. I don't see it. I know I like what I saw from Dallas. They almost beat the Bengals, man. And I get that the Dallas Cowboys also look terrible, but the fact that they looked solid against the Bengals, if the Cowboys got smacked, I'd be thinking a little bit different. But if the Cowboys play the way they played, I think they could beat Carolina. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like Carolina should, easily be a 2.5 point favorite. So I'm going to take the Cowboys, and I'm going to take the Cowboys plus the 2.5 on this one. Next game, the New York Jets taking on the Jaguars. Oh, my God. Who is watching this game? Whoever watches this game, I'm praying for you. Listen, Jets are favored by 3.5 points here. I'm going to take the New York Jets to win this game, and I'm also going to lay the 3.5. Jaguars freaking suck. They're bad, but so are the Jets. Listen, To be honest, who cares who wins? But I'm going to take the Jets and minus the 3.5. Next, the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Giants. Wow, that is a big spread. Damn. Wow. Ravens are favored by 16.5 points at MetLife. I mean, this just smells like a Giants cover. I don't understand this. I mean, I understand that the Giants suck and the Ravens are way better, but how many times these games don't go this way? I'm going to take the Giants to cover that 16.5 point spread. I could see the Giants winning, at halftime, and everyone's like, what is going on? This is unbelievable. How many times have we seen that happen? This might be that type of game. I think the Ravens do pull away and get the win, kind of take it into gear late in the game, like the Chiefs usually do, third, late fourth quarter, and the Ravens win. But give me the Giants plus the 16.5. I actually feel really good about that one. Next, the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. This is a game that the Colts absolutely need. They're looking to get into the playoffs similar to the Dolphins, and the team that's in front of them is the Denver Broncos. All right, so this game is huge for the Colts. This game means a lot for the Colts. They're playing for probably their season. They lose this game, Denver's at 9 wins, and it's not going to look good for the Colts. So I think you're going to get the best Colts team on Sunday here. Huge game, huge. So I'm going to pick the Colts to cover this 3.5, but I think Denver looks good, man. Denver looks good. They have a good defense. I think they pressure the hell out of Anthony Richardson, and I think Denver wins the game. But I like the Colts plus the 3.5, though, on this one. Next, the Patriots taking on the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 6.5-point favorites at home, losing a game to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, what is going on with the Cardinals? They were right there. Everything seemed to be working right. And lately, it's like, what is going on? What is going on? They don't look good. They need to get it together. They're going against a Patriots team who's pretty bad. Shout out to Drake May. He's been solid, but the rest of the team is bad and their coach is bad. Give me the Cardinals to win this game, but give me the Patriots plus the 6.5 to keep it close. The Cardinals, I mean, I'm losing a little bit of faith in them boys to lay 6.5 there, but I'll take them straight up. Next, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is at SoFi Stadium. I like the Chargers in this spot. I'm going to take the Chargers straight up and lay in the 3 points. I think they get after Baker Mayfield, and he struggles against this Chargers defense. Next game, this is going to be good, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Man, this place is going to be crazy. You're going to see a lot of Steeler fans make the trip. The Eagles fans are crazy. Two great fan bases who are just crazy in the head, man, for football. And I love it. The atmosphere is going to be crazy. I'm absolutely fired up for this one. Damn, no respect for the Steelers. 5.5. Eagles are favored by 5.5. Hold up. That's a little weird. Listen, I'm going to take the Steelers to win this game, and I'm going to take the Steelers plus the 5.5. No respect for Mike Tomlin. I mean, Jesus, what is that about? Oh, man. Oh, look at this one. I actually talked about this last week. This might be like a sneaky little potential Super Bowl preview. Two teams with just bad luck, both playing great right now. Hey, Jared Goff versus Josh Allen. Okay, I'm excited for this. Listen, Buffalo's coming off a loss to the Rams. I mean, no one saw that coming, not even myself. I thought Buffalo definitely was going to win that game. And boy, the Stafford came to play. Listen, now you're going against the Detroit Lions in Detroit. This is going to be an awesome game. I'm excited for this one. I'm glad it's got that 4:00 window to it. The Lions are favored by 2.5 points. I'm going to lay the 2.5, and I'm going to take the Detroit Lions. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. Buffalo obviously trying to bounce back. You're going to get their best football, but I like the Lions, man, a lot. And I think that home field matters in this one. If this game was in Buffalo, I'd probably take Buffalo. But since it's in Detroit, I'm taking Dan Campbell and the Lions. Next game, the Green Bay Packers against the Seahawks in Seattle. I love when these two teams play against each other. There's a lot of history with these two franchises when they square off. It's always a good game. This game's in Seattle. I love that home crowd. Seattle's looking good lately. Seattle is looking good lately. That division is up for grabs. This game means a lot to Seattle. Green Bay does look awesome as well, though. Can't even lie, man. Give me the Green Bay Packers to win this game, and give me the Green Bay Packers laying the 2.5. I totally think Seattle can win this game, to be honest with you, but I'm going to take Jordan Love and the Packers. Monday Night Football, you got two here. You got the Chicago Bears taking on the Vikings in Minnesota. I'm going to take the Vikings here, and I'm going to lay the 7 points. I think Brian Flores absolutely gets after Caleb Williams. He got to Kirk Cousins last week. It didn't even matter that Kirk was coming back to Minnesota. Flores has been dialing it up. This Vikings team looks legit, And I think they carry that momentum into this game. And the final game, you got the Falcons taking on the Raiders in Vegas. Falcons are favored by 3.5 points. I'm going to lay the 3.5 points and take the Atlanta Falcons. They have not looked great as of late, but man, the Raiders, they're trying to tank. They don't look good at all. I'm not going to trust it. And those are my Week 15 NFL picks. I actually did say that I was going to post this after the Thursday night game, but I'm posting it right before. Enjoy the games. Listen, if you are gambling, gamble responsibly. If you're tailing my picks, shout out to you. I've been doing good lately. I'll catch you guys next week. Enjoy the NFL games. Gamble responsibly. Drink responsibly. And hope for a Dolphins upset. I call it an upset. Dolphins look good. I hope they win. I'll catch you guys next week. Listen, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.